ब्रह्मचर्यव्रती दंडी सर्ववेदांत पंडित श्रीमद्विवेकयोगी मां प्रचोदयतु सर्वदा. So, one of Swamiji's very important contribution to the field of Karma Yoga study is Atmano Mokshartham Jagathitaya Cha. So it almost sums up what we had been listening so far. And this particular mantra, message of Swamiji, has been taken by Ramakrishna Math as their Mudravakya. So let us just see what it means. Atmano Mokshartham, for my freedom, my liberation. So what we had been saying so far. So how do they sum up? So whatever we do, we help ourselves. In what way we help ourselves? We help ourselves to find out the divinity within us, the good which resides within us. It helps us to find our interconnectedness with the whole universe. So when I manifest the divinity, Jagathitaya Cha, what will happen? When my activities and work are centered in the truth, through my actions, I will be bringing about Loka Samgraha, Sri Krishna's famous words. Loka Samgraha. We will be able to contribute to the welfare of the whole world. So, knowing Karma Yoga is very, very important. Probably during his journey through India, he must have been very much upset about the way people are doing work, even those who are doing in religious services or social services. There is an element of selfishness everywhere. So self-abnegation. So just as remind ourselves, self-abnegation means giving up the thought of I, mine, what results I will get. All these thoughts about my gain in the whole process, that we have to give up. It is in that way we can approach the inner truth. That is important. Self-abnegation is important because that stands as a barrier between me and my inner self. So that barrier has to be removed. It is very, very touching a scene. Sri Krishna is talking to Arjuna. Arjuna is so much bothered about the results of his actions, how he is responsible for the death and all that will happen in the war. So Sri Krishna finally shows him his Vishwarupa so that Arjuna knows why the Vishwarupa was shown. To show that it is one ultimate truth that fills up the universe. So the interconnected, interrelated, interdependent, all that exists are all in one, centered in one truth. So Arjuna gets rid of his delusions and finally prostrates before him. And then Sri Krishna wakes him up and says that very important sloka, which all of us must chant every day, those who are specially working in our various field of activities, maybe a social worker, a doctor or anybody like that. Tasmat tvam uttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samruddham Mayevede nihata purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin. Arjuna, you know who I am. I am the controller of the whole universe. There is not even one moment of movement in this universe which is out of my control. Then why do you worry that you are doing the work? Make all your activities centered in that Atma, the capital self in you, the ultimate truth in you, the Ishvara working within you, and do act. When you do like that, all glory will be yours. So I have shown you now, no? You have seen my Vishwarupa and you have seen how the whole war has already taken place in my Vishwarupa. You have seen it already. Now why are you worried? Get up, work, get all the glory. Rajyam samruddham bhungshu. You enjoy the world. How? Nimitta matram bhava sabhyasaj. You just be my instrument. You just be my flute through which I shall sing the songs of this universe. The universal symphony will come out of my flute, which is you. You become my nimitta. They say, once Radha asked the flute, Krishna is so much attached to you, always keeps you near his lips. What is it because? The flute says, look Radha, look through me, I am empty inside, there is nothing inside. So Krishna is able to use the flute as his wants, his sound vibrations, his breaths. It is that comes through me. So, in that way, complete self-abnegation. I am nothing at all. I am just an instrument in the hands of the God. Let him fill up. Tagore's famous words, this empty vessel that you fill up again and again, Gitanjali. I am an empty vessel. But the God goes on filling into it. One day it fills it with knowledge, one day with actions, one day with devotion, one day with capacity for loka sangraha. Let him decide what he wants to fill my empty vessel with. So that sort of a complete surrender, if we can have glory unto him, then such a person will have nothing to worry. Every step of his will be taken care of. Every bit of glory will come towards him. As God's blessings, understanding from other people, recognition by the people around, in so many ways God will fill our empty vessel. So, self-abnegation is a very, very important thing. Swamiji says, Advaitic truth and awareness of the solidarity of the universe are essential for a karma yogi to work in full freedom. Why did we talk so much of karma yoga? Because it is essential. We don't know anything about the karma which we do. So to understand karma yoga, we have to get these facets well in our knowledge. So self-abnegation is very, very important. And Swamiji adds this also. All the great systems of ethics preach absolute unselfishness as the goal. Supposing this absolute unselfishness can be reached by man, what becomes of him? He is no more the little so-and-so. He has acquired infinite expansion. The attainment of this infinite expansion is indeed the goal of all religions and of all moral and philosophical teachings.